Hello everyone, my name is the Chemist77 and welcome back to the Inventor Realms SMP. It is the best episode, it is episode 7, best number ever. um, yeah, we are back once again as always in our industrial district. This is where, I'll be honest, this is where actually the majority of our work is going to be done before the update. Because my mega base that I have planned isn't actually going to be built in the current confines of the world border. So we have a little mod here called Zero's Minimap, and this is, this line here is basically the world border. You can see my mouse. That's the sort of area we have. Now where I'm building my mega base, as you can see our industrial district right here up against the world border. Our mega base is going to be built somewhere over here, which, as you can see, is currently outside the world border as I smush my face into it. So yeah, so it's not actually going to be that far from our industrial district. I was kind of hoping it'd be a bit further out, but having checked the terrain in a separate world as to what's further out here, it's actually not going to be massively far away. That's not a problem. But yeah, so most of our work is actually going to be in our industrial district, building up some farms that we're going to need to then build the mega base. And funnily enough, one of those farms is, or we're not actually working on one of those farms today, because today we are going to be working on, as I need to turn some things off. Spoilers alerts coming on here. We are going to be working on this here pumpkin and melon farm. So obviously I don't actually need pumpkins and melons for my mega base, but pumpkins and melons are very useful for one little thing, and that is villager trading. Now, I can't remember if I've showed it in videos before, but definitely have shown it on stream. Just down this little hole here, we have a little trading hall. Now, Eleni and I and a couple of the server members are sharing villagers, so we're able to have a total of 40 villagers between us, 10 villagers each. And yes, so obviously pumpkins and melons, very useful. I mean, this one doesn't have pumpkins, but yeah, very useful for trading with farmers. And that's going to let us get lots of emeralds for buying probably mostly glazed terracotta from these stonemasons, which we do need for the mega base. So in some ways this farm is necessary for the mega base. Now Eleni is also actually on the raid farm team, so we generally get a lot of emeralds from that. But, you know, looking ahead at 121, where raid farms are going to be at least a lot more difficult, and obviously these emeralds are eventually going to run out at some point. The emeralds from the raid farm are, I think, mostly supposed to be for the trading hall anyway. The community trading hall, that is, for books. So it'll be good to have our own source of emeralds here in pumpkins and melons. So yes, so we're gonna get on with that as it is turning nighttime, but Cobble's sleeping. Thank you very much. We're gonna work on this. We're gonna do this on stream. I'm about to start streaming in a couple hours time or so. And yeah, now we already have all of the materials we need as well, which is very nice. I actually did a massive bulk resource gathering stream a couple of days ago at this time of recording. And we got plenty of materials for a few different farms. So here you might have seen on our schematic list, we have a couple of nether tree farms. They're not the most efficient nether tree farms. This is just a design by Razorworks. It's a very old design, I think. It's probably one of the first ones that actually came about. But it works well. It's got a pretty small footprint, which is ideal for the slightly limited size that we have here in our industrial district. And the other farm that I did resource gathering for is a double spawner blaze farm, which we'll get to in a maybe 2 weeks time, 3 weeks time. We'll see. But yeah, so that is way out in the nether. So very excited to get ahead building those. But let's turn those off again. But anyway, name of the game today, obviously, pumpkins and melons. So yeah, we're gonna hit the time-lapse music, hit start streaming, which if you want to catch me future streams for recording this sort of stuff, there's lots of fun stuff that happens. And yeah, we like to have chill, have a good time. But yeah, do check me out on twitch.tv/thechemist77. And if you want to catch up on the old VODs, I do have a VODs YouTube channel as well, which is just the Chemist77 VODs. But yeah, as I've already said, let's hit the time-lapse music and get going. And there we go, one more farm added to the industrial district. And we can see the minecarts going off there for briefly. But yeah, we also extended the on switch down here because the way it was, there was just a lever all the way up there. So this just controls the minecarts. For the most part, this will be turned on. Occasionally, what happens with farms is the minecart will actually, I think if you log out or the server resets at the wrong time, the minecarts won't actually go off again. So sometimes you have to like flick this to set them off again, which isn't too much of a problem. But you can see we're getting pumpkins coming in. The noise of those dispenser droppers is actually very annoying. I'm gonna turn those blocks off for a second. I thought I had the quieter dispenser and dropper resource pack installed, but evidently not. Might need to get my resource pack together in. But yeah, so everything's coming in nicely. We've got plenty of storage here. So it should be at least a long while before things fill up. And we also have melons. Now, of course, with melons, if you punch them out with a piston, as you can see just there, you get melon slices. However, because we have access to the new crafters here, we can auto-craft the melon slices into melon blocks, which lets us have storage like that. Of course, the chests are silent because we've turned the block sounds off. But yeah, no, and this is the same setup we've used for the wheat farm over here. Yeah, it's not one wide tileable design, unfortunately. I've still got to try and work on see if I can get one of those together. But it is two wide, which is close enough. Which means yeah, we can have 3 rows of pumpkins together and then a couple for melons. There's a couple got into there, which is fine. But yes, so again, quite a short video today, I think. But yeah, no, we're cracking on nicely. Not entirely sure what we're gonna do next episode. I think we're possibly gonna work on. Actually, no, we're not gonna work on those. Excuse me. Why is my? Oh, I've just turned them off. I was about to say, I think we'll probably work on the nether tree farm. I don't think we will work on the nether tree farm. I think we will be working on our next shop, which you will have seen there in the schematic list. Is going to be our terracotta shop because, actually, I say we have this clay farm that we can use to smelt into terracotta, which we can do that. And to be honest, actually, maybe to keep the shop stocks, we probably will. Use the clay here and smelt it down. However, to actually stock the shop, we need 33 shulker boxes of terracotta, which I know this thing produces. Let me turn the block sounds back up again. I know this thing produces at least 3 shulker boxes of clay blocks here. But yeah, that's just 3 shulker boxes of clay blocks. So I think today I'm going to head out to the mining desert and gather a bunch of terracotta, and we can build the shop on stream tonight, actually. So the video is, well, currently it is yesterday at the time the video comes out. So yeah, it is a Tuesday, which is one of my stream days, and yeah, we're gonna work on building that shop up ready for next episode. There's also a few shenanigans gonna be happening next episode, which I'm very looking forward to. Very, very amusing. But yeah, that'll do it from today's video. Oh yeah, I forgot as well. We have our new cape as well from the Minecraft 15th anniversary. The 15th birthday cape, which I quite like. It's not quite my colour. It's green, not blue, but yeah, it looks good. It's nice to have actually lots of widely accessible capes now. Capes were always something in the game that I never or I always wanted because they were quite cool, but because I never really got into the Minecons or anything, I never had them before. And yeah, now that I really like that Mojang have started releasing them for special events like this and for the mob vote. I know the community isn't necessarily most pleased with some of the stuff that the devs are doing recently. Cough cough, new piston sounds. But yeah, no, I really like this. It's nice that they're bringing back cape rewards for lots of events and stuff. But anyway, I digress. That will do it from me for today's episode, and yeah, I'll see you next time for terracotta shops and shenanigans. Shops and shenanigans. That's a great name for the episode next week, actually. Anyway, see you next time. Bye. Layers Realms is sponsored by G-Portal, bringing you funny and chaotic moments like this. Check out the link in the description and you'll get 10% off your own gaming server, and the Realms gets a little bit of money from that as well. So it's a win-win. Thanks for that, aggro. There's no Minecraft sound? There's no Minecraft sound. There is now Minecraft sound. Unfortunately, I think that means that probably didn't play for you guys, so I probably just jumped to nothing, didn't I?